Hello and welcome to a game that I've been meaning to play for a little while actually, but let's just say it didn't get particularly favourable reviews. It is a Lovecraftian action platformer, allegedly a metroidvania to a certain degree, not entirely sure how much truth there is in that, but it was in the Steam Winter Sale for like £3 or something, so I figured, well, if ever there's going to be a time to give this a go, now would probably be a good one. So I grabbed it. From what I've seen, it's got a very interesting art style, decent platforming, but a lot of combat, and the one criticism that I've heard of it is that the combat is a little bit repetitive and a little bit unfair in places. Today, I'm playing with, just because I can, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. For those of you who don't know and haven't tried this before, fairly recently Steam added pretty much full-on support for the Switch Pro controller. To the best of my knowledge, I don't really know how this kind of stuff works. I am a noob when it comes to controllers. I've used the Xbox controller ever since I took over from using the Xbox 360 controllers. But because this is a platformer, the Switch Pro controller has, in my opinion, a pretty darn good D-pad. So we're going to use that and see how it goes. We're going to play this on normal difficulty, and yes, I am sure. That's really red. Oh god, that's really red. Ooh. Oh, and we are straight into it. We have control here. I mean, admittedly, all we can do is press right, but that's, you know, that's control. That's progress and all that. I'm getting blinded, actually, by this light. It's so orange. It's so orange, in fact, that you can see it reflected on my skin. Keeping in mind that I've got a softbox light up there to light the green screen, softbox light up there to light the green screen, and a ring light up here, which you can probably see reflected in my rather dirty glasses. So the amount of orange coming off this is quite substantial. Hello. Random Eldritch symbol. Beware the gong. Beware the massive hands. Right. Ooh, so. Controls, first of all. There's quite a lot of momentum. So turning around in midair is... Ooh. Got a dodge roll. Got a map on the left. What's it called on this? Well, it's ZL on the Pro controller. It's nice and reactive, though. Oh, we've got some tutorial tips. It actually feels quite good. Ow. Wall jumping feels a little bit floaty. Has to be said. As does my eye. Eye. Yeah. Oh, that's in the game. I'm just looking at that there and thinking, what's up with the green screen? And now I've looked back at the monitor, it's like, oh yeah, that's part of the game world. This is going well, isn't it? It's a good job I'm not a professional YouTuber. Oh, press B. Oh, I've got no attack incidentally. Press left. So I've got an Estus flask. Well, a potion. I don't know why I'm calling them Estus flasks. As if that is the standard now for... That's gonna... a red thing. I'm assuming that was a health pickup. Whoa, what? Check this. Sanctuary. Hi. Herself. Female protagonist. You weren't taken here for nothing. Sure. Oh, good. Trapezohedron. So he's going to be our... It is going to be our weapon. Simply listen to me and do as I say. Bzzzt. So we are free... What? Oh, I like the animation on that. The dodging mechanic is... Oh, it's energy based. So we have up to 3 dodges. I don't know whether there was a grammar thing, but taken to this place, it should have been brought to this place. I can't remember exactly what it said now. I'm guessing the only way is down. The first 3 bosses can be beaten in any order. Order? It's good to know. I'm not obscuring anything on the UI, am I? Demajen is loading. Demajen is 90% complete. Hold left trigger to PS. Right, battery. Wow. I'm assuming that means that we need to power. I vaguely recall that there's some procedural generation in this game. I don't know how much, or if in fact my memory is even vaguely accurate. I'm liking the very layered parallax backgrounds here. Hi. I got a thing. I can't get up there. I'm assuming this stuff in the middle will be explained at some point. Yeah, the way these rooms are fitting together is definitely giving me a kind of procedural generation vibe. So the squares are, yeah, the ways that you can go to Valkyrie camp. In games, I always like when there are languages involved, especially as somebody who's not in any way polylingual or even bilingual. as I often jokingly say, the only types of the only types of language I speak are English and bad English. Which is funnier if I don't mess it up when I'm saying it. I use the word funny quite loosely. Constantly. I don't know whether that is a particular language. I don't know, because again I haven't checked. I don't know who made this game, or that's a door. Or where they are from. That is also a door. Oh, and you can tell on the map when exits are locked. Hold A after jumping down the platform to keep going through others. That's cool. I like that. That seems to be a big power station. There's a giant masked face over here. I want to know what it is.
Ausgetragen, klauwamlich, feverisch, der Schrasch aufgehoben, sei fort sei, ein Schrachel schwierig, wache hell stark.
See, as a fan of Lovecraft and a writer of rather disturbing cosmic horror related stories, elder anything is always a bit of a giveaway. Gotta hit it. Ah, deflecting shield.
Het zwak is ausschwach, noch in lekt der eifster starlekt. Jenks haarig, wie Taschis het, starker.
Valkyrie's had some redeeming qualities, so absorbs damage and regenerates over time. So we've got like an energy shield to go with our health bar. And that has powered the door. Yes. So I'm assuming that the kind of little sliver of white over the health bar down in the bottom is our shield, but I will undoubtedly find out soon enough. Health elixirs. So the red kind of bubble is... Oh, I see. So the little kind of plus symbol right down at the bottom is the number of kind of potions that we have access to. And I'm assuming these little yellow things that we're picking up are... Yeah, they're the number. Oh, hello. Combat not super precise, got to admit. But again, possibly due to not really understanding how the delay before their health bar disappears is quite noticeable as well. Oh, that. Everything that I've kind of heard and read kind of points this to be like a bit of a mid-tier metroidvania style game. As I think I've said in videos past, I'm not a huge fan of procedural generation. The only one that's really done it particularly well is Dead Cells, which of course set the bar because it did it exceptionally. Incoming! delay after you finish a combo chain. It's possible that that will change as we level up. Ooh. Take that, crate. Yeah, you can see how long the health bar for the crate took to disappear. That's a little bit off-putting. Oh, hi! But for £3... I don't know what they have changed and added to the Eldritch Edition. I know it's been patched and stuff. And I think there may be a game mode added or something like that. Was it actually this that I... Oh. I remember reading something about co-op in. Yeah, the main criticism I heard was that enemy swarms seem to just be utterly random and sometimes a bit much. Obviously right now, these tiny enemies, that's not an issue. Because I'd have to be really bad games. We've got a downward strike there. We've got an upward attack. In fact, with the upwards attack, we can actually see... the... I don't want to say sword, but... weapon. I'm wondering if there are... Well, I'm assuming there are going to be power-ups and stuff to find. And I'm thinking this currency is what we're going to use to pay for. Ow. So far, though, hit monsters or objects to accumulate charges. Press Y plus a direction to unleash a finisher. Right, we'll see what that's about. Y on this is going to be... Oh, hello. What the? Ah, so that's the purple meter. Gotcha. But it looks like it uses the whole meter. Research lab, yeah, because there's always fun things in research labs. Large crate. It's a locked door. It's really nice animation on the main character. Right, does that just let me get... I think that just lets me get back. But I'm not sure I want to go back yet. In fact, I'm not really sure. Do I have an objective? That must be my objective. So I'm working my way down and round towards that battery. Yeah, because the original gate... Ooh. Ow. So far, so good. What is that? And can I blow it up? Corrupted treasure. The dodging control is a bit weird. There's kind of a delay. Yeah, after you do a combo, there's like a cooldown almost. It's quite difficult to describe, actually. It's more of a hands-on feeling kind of thing. Well. Yeah, so I think enemies can just spawn whenever they want. Maybe it's random, maybe it's Maybelline, who knows? Oh, not up that way. I'm hoping the exchange rate on this currency stuff isn't particularly terrible. But I imagine it's going to be in the thousands. Or whatever it is that we can buy. I don't like how long it takes for their health bar to update. I think that could do with being... And there's no point in saying tweak, because the game obviously has been out for quite some time now. Oh. Oh, come back here. Ah. Oh, I think that was my shield breaking. Yes, it was. There's not quite as much feeling of collision as I would maybe like. Oh. Yes, enemies can just seemingly spawn in whenever they want. Gonna need some more variety in combat options. Preferably soon. Because as is, there's a lot of enemies, but combat doesn't feel particularly interesting. Boing. No. Don't want to lose any more. Things. Yay, enemies charging off screen. Charging from off screen. So far, nothing particularly challenging, but again, I am on the well, not the lowest difficulty, but I'm on a low difficulty. Western control room. You do have some forward momentum on your attacks, even in the air, which I do quite appreciate. There's nothing really yet that's hooking me into the setting above and beyond. Okay. So we're going to get power back, but we're also going to invite some guests. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, suddenly things have got more interesting. These things teleport around, or? Looks... Ah! Guys can take that. Hunters. Suddenly, lights. So we get kind of a gauntletty section. I'm assuming we have to go to that other battery now. Nope. Yeah, so I don't think I was actually killing those things enough. And again, because the... because the health bars weren't... updating. Uh-oh.
Abraham etwas in Lektev, relics. Abraham etwas in Lektev, relics.
Before this place turned to ruin...
Atish, Kruchal Milach, Amvaim
Beast guarded her
Le Garutha, Limiksh.
from the corruption of man. So is this like a law chamber?
Le Klinutha, Lithast.
Corrosion of the... Good word, corrosion. Creepy. Lasers! Things. Just seeing if we can actually... No, we can't get height from that. Guess we're going up. All aboard. Take that, corrupted treasure. That's what we want. No. Lasers. Coming back down, yes. Ah. Doesn't quite feel like I've got the kind of maneuverability I need in order to succeed against lasers. Huh. Feel I can get up there. Oh no, enemies! Just at random. Guess I'm going... this way? Is there an arrow pointing me where to go? Oh. Oh, hello. Ah, I might be able to reach that if I am... Ah. There we go. And you can die. Well, I say die. Yeah, the sense of impact isn't quite there. Oh. I think it's boss time. Now. So this is a... oh, it's spitting out the little ones. Oh. Ow. No. Take it. And he's got a double. Oh no, he's gone triple now. Oh. Gotcha. Purification. Shield converter, rank 1 perk acquired. Elder Shard fragment acquired. Three fragments, eh? That's a surprise. What is it Fury says in Darksiders 3? 3 is the creator taking shortcuts. Whoa! Alright, so what can I do with... Oop. That holding down thing to move through multiple platforms keeps... It's a great idea, but it keeps throwing me off. An explosive death awaits your foes. Oops, I think that was me. I can return to Sanctuary, so I wonder if that is... Oops. Fail. Yeah, I wonder if Sanctuary is... Ah. Oh no! Oh! So when it says an explosive death awaits our foes, it's a perk. What was that? Is that a shield upgrade? Leaping device. It's a double jump. Okay. Now we're starting to get the Let's open that door. Right. Kind of feel like I want to go... Yeah. We've been here before, haven't we? Feel like we're opening shortcuts. Ooh. Equip perks. Health charm. Yeah, I think I can only do that in the sanctuary, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to go back to... It's possible that the world realigns at the sanctuary.
Nuchtheid fietsele klimchef. Het vach. Het kisslager in ik graachle. U vergeps. Rijfährlich luchte weg. Svens der die starlekt. Die sekte die fachmale. Achlauen. Wechlia. Nechekta.
So when we die, we come back here and we can spend our shards. So Eshe is our character's name. So we've got certain pathways that we can follow. So these are all shield related. Ah, I see. And we've got perks that we can. So those things that have been dropping. Advantage 40% of your maximum health is converted into shield. Disadvantage, your maximum health becomes 1. That seems like a weird choice. So each of these perks has got a trade-off. Neither of those seem particularly good, if I'm honest. Faster energy regeneration. Maximum health. Charge drops. Reduces incoming damage. Ooh, right. Oh, so those are different ranks. Oops. And you need to max them out before you can access the next thing. Okay. Some health. Reduced finisher charges. Health elixir capacity. Ah, not quite enough. Oh, we're 4 short. 4 of all things. Right, oops. Woo! Maybe the world... I'm kind of tempted to go and die. Just to see what kind of... Ah, more of these things. Bam bam! Ah, so they crouch down and they get shields. Ah! It's a pity enemies don't take, oops. Jeez, so they just keep on. Just keep on coming. Achievement unlocked. Consecration. Ow. Ah! Whew. Yeah, I kind of don't like the just random enemy spawn whenever. Yeah, in a metroidvania, I like it when enemies have set placements. Because that's how it works. At least they don't just keep on going. Especially if the enemies are randomly spawned. I kind of get the impression that those locked doors on the either side of the main room are going to be shortcuts. Ooh. Ah! Why is... all the enemies. Jesus Christ. I wasn't even trying to die then. Listen carefully for secret treasure chests. Yeah, so the loading thing makes me feel like that's generating procedurally things. Right, I wanted... yeah, so that gives us our... can we see more of those? That's maximum health. That's shield regen speed. Looks like there's going to be extra bits and pieces to unlock when we get to them. Energy. That's our dodge, isn't it? Okay, so there's going to be a big, massive skill tree which we can work with. This...
Ethas, Kisvau Kim Hagele, Leish Liaich, Tachan Lesh Klins Dachle, Dataig, Uhe Liaich, Lai Eidach, Stacha Kis Ish Na.
It has to be said, the world isn't exactly very memorable, so would I even notice? Fail! Ooh, everything's gone very green. What was that? Trying to figure out what the ability gates. Does that mean that this section of the map is gated off by whether we have a particular ability or not? Is that red? Oh, it's just a warning light. Got different enemies in this section. Oh, don't want to be. Ah! Oh, get back here! The animation on stuff is really quite nice. It's just that nothing is particularly memorable, which in a kind of Lovecraftian game. Oh, hello. Yeah, these things remind me of Day of the Tentacle. It strikes me as a game with some interesting ideas and a good chunk of potential. But not necessarily one that has actually realised said potential. Must remember that I can double jump. Oh. Uh-oh. What is... Deer worm. Yeah, so these purple things are like enemy attractors for like a gauntlet or something. Which is all well and good. When, you know, you've got enemies that maybe I should go more airborne. Sundered now supports up to 4 players in local co-op. I think that was one of the things that was added in this Eldritch Edition. Takes me back, straight back to the skill tree. Yeah, it's weird that it makes you slot out all 3 things before you can move on to the next one. But having an extra dodge would be rather nice. Shortcuts are blocks. Anyway, there we go. That is going to be a Demajen tries. There's going to be a few of these over the coming week, where I just try out a game that I've been interested in and see if it's something that I consider doing a series of. I don't feel like Sundered is the kind of game that will be particularly interesting to watch a series of, just because of the random, almost roguelike nature of the game. But there's certainly some interesting ideas in it. If you have enjoyed the video, and if you've played Sundered and think I should keep on playing it because there's cool stuff down the road, without spoiling things, tell me why I should be more interested in playing this and what there is to look forward to, because so far, whilst it's decent enough, it's not really gripping me in any particularly stand-out way. If you've enjoyed the video, leave me the old thumbs up. If you've hated the video, downvote the crap out of it, and tell me why in the comments. Don't just leave a dislike and say, eh. And likewise, if you've given me a thumbs up, tell me why in the comments. Let's get some conversation going about this kind of stuff. Until next time, toodle pip. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Remember to ring the bell to be notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.